Hello friends, in this video let's look at another very important data set, the Ethereum Bitcoin ratio. Now you have a lot of different ratios available on TradingView. This is one that is curated by TradingView. That means you don't have to calculate it yourself. I'll show you how to calculate it yourself here just in case you want to do something a little bit left field and it's not available. It's super easy to do, but it's an interesting chart. A bit like the video we did yesterday where we look at Bitcoin dominance, where you see Bitcoin against all the other cryptos. This is kind of Ethereum against Bitcoin. It's a pair, and there's a lot to unpack here when we talk about pairs, and it's very interesting. It's important that we understand what a pair means. But first, big thanks to all my viewers, those who view the videos till the end, those who leave thumbs ups, those who leave comments, and those who support the channel by donating through Patreon, link in the description, and through my NFTs. And big thanks to those Patreon members and those who have bought my NFTs. It's really appreciated. Okay, so before we dive into the Ethereum Bitcoin, let's look at what Bitcoin's doing. It's always good to see what's going on, but it's just we're back again under 30,000. It just seems that we have Bitcoin likes these big numbers. We were at 40,000, around 40,000 here for a while, and it's like it was looking for buyers and sellers, and it just did not find any more buyers, and it just sank down to another level. So it's kind of doing the same thing. It's a bit worrisome. Hopefully we're not doing the same thing, looking for buyers and sellers, and if there's just no more buyers, we could very well fall down to, I don't know, 25 or 20. It just seems like historically that's what it likes to do. It likes these big fat numbers, and that's kind of what's going on. So this was supposed to be happy week. It's not looking like happy week. Let's see the weekly. It's looking like a, what is that, a falling star? Well, the Japanese candlestick pattern would be a falling star if it was higher up. It does not look like a healthy pattern at all. It looks like it tried to go up and is failing, and all it needs to do is close under let's say 29,200, and we have another red bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be the 10th red bar. So not good news. I will be watching closely Sunday midnight UTC to see how this thing closes. It should be interesting, and I'll definitely make a video on Monday, and we will talk about it. But let's go to the ETH BTC ratio. So let me first show you where to find it. So of course, as usual, go to your hamburger button, your watch list, hit the plus button, and go ETH BTC. It's that simple. And you'll see all sorts of them from different everybody seems to have, every single exchange has an ETH BTC ratio. And you have these ratios. Look, the shorts, the longs, that's interesting from Bitfinex. They offer really some cool information. I've done videos on that in the past. Pick the first one, the one from Binance, and here it is, right, from Binance. So what is, let's take a step back and see what is a ratio or a pair. So looking at a pair is different than looking like at, let's say, a normal stock when you're looking at the value of Amazon. But even the value of Amazon is really a pair in of itself. It's Amazon in the units of the currency, the US dollar, right? So it's a pair. When you are buying Amazon, you research the company. You don't have to research the US dollar. You assume the US dollar is US dollar. Maybe your money is in US dollars. So you're researching a good investment. You're saying, do I believe Amazon has a good future? Yes, I will do that. But when you are, for example, people like to trade pairs of related companies, let's say Coca-Cola and Pepsi, here you really need to investigate both. You don't have this, the assumption that this is a currency. It's your currency. You're saying a Coca-Cola Pepsi pair is how many Coca-Colas can you buy in the currency that is Pepsi, right? So it's a bit of a strange thing to think about. But if Coca-Cola is going up and Pepsi is going down, you may assume, well, they're similar. They have similar business models. They make beverages. This change of direction should eventually, correct itself, and they should go back together. So I'm going to short Coca-Cola and I'm going to go long Pepsi. But it's so much more complicated than that. These diversions can go for a very long time. How is each company managing the books? And it could have nothing to do with their main products. It could have to do with Maybe Pepsi has a lot of factories in countries which are having political issues or bad economic problems, while Coca-Cola has the opposite, right? That's going to affect each company. Maybe the it could be based on the age of the CEO. All sorts of things come into account. So it's very hard. It's very dangerous to trade pairs unless you really, really know these markets well. Well, the ETH BTC pair, if you wanted to think about it, is like buying Ethereum using Bitcoin. So right now we have the ETH BTC pair ratio is at 0.059. So let's say zero point zero 0.06. It takes zero point zero 0.06 Bitcoins to buy one Ethereum, right? So you're looking at Ethereum in the unit, in the currency of Bitcoin. Now, in this case, it's not really a Pepsi Coca-Cola type pair, right? You're really looking at comparing the ratio, seeing how strong is one compared to the other. Years ago, people were talking about the flippening when we thought that Ethereum could go, could get stronger than Bitcoin and beat it. So you would see, right, Ethereum, just keep rising, and they have different levels for that flippening, where Ethereum is either has a bigger market cap or is stronger or more expensive than Bitcoin. This is not as interesting anymore. People know that it's going to be very hard to dethrone Bitcoin, and Ethereum is also very important as well. What people really like right now, and what I think is really interesting, is to look at what people are thinking about Ethereum. That's the power of the Ethereum Bitcoin pair. You look at maybe the more volatile of the two, and you use that pair to determine what's going on. So here you can see, and you can see that in the price as well, but the Bitcoin, the Ethereum Bitcoin pair are gonna show very subtle changes that you may not see just in price, or would be hard to see in price. So, for example, let's go to our monthly here. Actually, no, weekly is good enough for this. Let's go weekly, right? So here again, we're looking at the Ethereum Bitcoin pair. Ethereum is going up strongly, especially here, right? What happened here? Well, what happened here, I think this was when, the NFT world started going nuts and people saying, oh my God, Ethereum is dominating NFTs. It probably still is, though Binance is very strong in that world as well. Um, that we can see that here, right? This is right around when NFTs were going crazy, and it's showing, right? It's showing that wow, we can see that okay, there's something going on. NFTs are probably going to be here to stay, and Ethereum is a big player in that world. It's confirmed, right? So it can confirm these kind of news. If we go to the daily, there's a few more things I think are interesting to look at as well. Here is this fall. So right around here, I think it was April, when Ethereum was announcing that it was going to delay. The proof of stake was delayed once again, and I think at this time, right, everything was going down. The entire crypto market was going down, and you can see that Ethereum was going down a little stronger than Bitcoin. Eventually, Ethereum dropped a lot faster than Bitcoin. That's why you see this drop. Also, keep in mind, if you see a drop, it just means that Ethereum is weaker than Bitcoin. They could be both going up or down. This doesn't really tell you the direction of the individual stock at all. It could go down, and this could be going down, but they could both be actually separately, individually going up in price. It just means that ratio-wise, Ethereum is weaker. Here, they could be both going down as well. It just means that ratio-wise, Ethereum was stronger here, right? So for me, this is a really good source to see really subtle nuances, subtle moves in people's perception of the news of Ethereum. And you can apply that to any other pairs that you think are important and related, and to see if there are these subtle shifts of people's, moving money from Ethereum to Bitcoin would be a shift, a change in confidence, right? And here you can see this looks like it was all the proof of stake. What's very interesting is even though there's a lot of talks about change going from proof of work to proof of stake, Ethereum is just so much weaker, so much weaker. So when we start seeing Ethereum going up again, even if they keep going down, right? Even if both individual on their own keep crashing, like almost looking like it wants to do, if Ethereum starts going back up, we could say, okay, there's something in the news that could be interesting, and the markets are reacting to it positively, and that could be, proof of stake, right? Which is a big deal. And right now, the charts are just not showing great confidence in that. And that's how I read it, and that's how I use it, and I think that's how it could be very useful to you to use. So what I wanted to share next was we can do this ratio very easily. It's trivial. It's just a few lines of code in PineScript, right? So let me just do it pretty quickly. We're going to go new indicator as usual. I'm going to remove this. And all we got to do is bring in two securities. So I'm going to leave everything default. It's not that important here. We're not doing an overlay or anything. We are going to use the BTC index. And as remember, we are doing the request function dot security. Make the parentheses. If it changes blue, you typed it correctly. And the name is, and I have it here. Here it is, right? So this is the BTC US dollar index. And remember, you can just grab this and bring it in. I think I showed that in another video. And it'll tell you a little bit what it is. It tells you that the index is called index. Okay, so remember, when you're bringing in a security, it is the symbol is the index and the symbol. So the index with the exchange, in that case, it's just called index because it's this is curated by Bitcoin by TradingView. So index and the symbol is BTC USD. It's that simple. We're going to go with the usuals daily and use the close. And we're going to do the same thing for Ethereum. I'm not even going to look it up because it's exactly the same type of logic. And it's going to be ETH USD. Close. Perfect. Now, remember, we're talking about the ratio of these two, right? This is, actually, I switched. Let's go back to the ratio here. Right? It is Ethereum divided by Bitcoin. So all we have to do to plot it is Ethereum divided by Bitcoin. And we can choose a color. It doesn't really matter. It's alone. So color dot. Let's go with black. I add this to the chart. And notice it's exactly the same thing. We've recreated what probably TradingView is doing in the back with their own ratios. They're simply taking the ratio of these two things. As long as the currency unit or the unit is in the same denomination. In this case, we took BTC US dollar, ETH US dollar, right? They have the same currency. You couldn't do BTC USD and ETH euro, right? That would not work. And that means that you can then create whatever you want, whatever ratio you want, as long as they're in the same currency. So you could very well start, letting the wheels of your imagination turn and come up with really cool ratios. And what's nice with this is that it's very easy for us to kind of plot BTC. And now we are looking at the BTC and the ETH BTC ratio. And here we can see, right, the ratio has fallen, even though the price are more or less flat. That means Bitcoin is flattish, but there is more confidence in Bitcoin and Ethereum as money seems to have moved from, maybe, I can't know for sure, but have moved from Ethereum to Bitcoin. So this is not very reassuring. And that fall, it looks like, no, actually, no. Yeah, it kind of does look like Ethereum was holding strong, and right around after the Bitcoin fell, Ethereum fell hard as well. So all this is it just smells a bit funny. This proof of stake should be huge news, and if people were really confident in it, Ethereum should be a lot stronger. It doesn't mean that Ethereum is going to beat Bitcoin. It just means that there's some really exciting news in the works for Ethereum, and it should be reflected here. And obviously, it isn't. Ethereum is a lot weaker than Bitcoin, looking at the ratio, right? And that's what and again, that's what's interesting here. And it's a way of validating news, validating rumors. If it's not clearly reflected in the chart, take it with a huge grain of salt. Anyways, let me open the code for those who want to copy it, but it's very simple, and that concept would apply to all sorts of other things. Now, my word of warning is if you are seeing this, I can start doing some pair trading. Be very, very careful. Pairs, two companies that are related but different can keep going in opposite directions for as long as they want. There is so many nuances that are way beyond our comprehension that trying to see two lines come back together, converge back together, could lead to ruin really fast. That's what happened to that Volkswagen executive who was buying options against Porsche just because the Porsche was a lot smaller company and was valuated a lot higher, and he knew they were going to converge, and he put all his fortune, and they were not converging. They kept on going, and eventually he lost everything and he killed himself. So it just shows you a little bit the danger of these assumptions. Things can stay crazy for a lot longer. Anyways, big thanks for watching the video. Please leave it a thumbs up if you like this. Leave a comment. It's always appreciated. And definitely, if you're interested in supporting the channel through donations, there is a Patreon link in the description of the video, and is also my OpenSea, which is a way of very affordable art, and you can and it just supports the channel, keeps it going, and it's really appreciated. All these things will get you on my Discord channel as well. Big thanks. Stay patient.